Welcome back. Denver Mayor Michael Hancock joins us now on Denver 7 for our bi-weekly interview. We always love having you. Thank you for being here, Mayor.
I'm glad you haven't been canceled yet with me coming on. Thank you.
Us too.
Mayor, want to start by talking about this spike in cases we're seeing, tighter restrictions going into place everywhere to help get this virus under control. What impact do you see limited capacity at restaurants and gyms and the at 10 p.m. citywide curfew having to avoid a potential stay-at-home order?
Well, first of all, Brian, thanks for asking the question. It's a great question. First of all, we got to look at our context in which we're making these decisions. Our hospital rates are going through the roof, and that's one of our key metrics in terms of whether or not we're entering to a critical stage. We are at that critical stage. Although we have some capacity, it is every day we're seeing new cases grow in Denver, Colorado, the state, and throughout the state as well. So with that, going on and a number of cases growing exponentially every day, we have to make decisions trying to rein this in. And unlike in the spring, we start this through an incremental process. One, we sound the alarm. Two, we start tightening restrictions, and hopefully we never have to get to the ultimate decision, which is the stay-at-home order. And that's really what we're trying to avoid. So our hope is that we've sounded the alarm, we've tightened restrictions, people will comply, and we can begin to stop these numbers from increasing.
Yeah, I think we all fear we're just creeping toward that order. Thanksgiving, the other holidays right around the corner. So what message do you have for people wanting to gather with their families?
This Thanksgiving is much different than any Thanksgiving we've ever done and had in a long, long time. And my hope is that people will be smart to protect themselves and protect their loved ones. Restrict the number of people that you gather with. If you can stay at home and just enjoy Thanksgiving with those who are in your household, that's the best thing for all of us. I told Molly, I shared the story last week. My family, my wife and I cook normally for 50, 60 people on Thanksgiving. We're not doing that this year. My 81-year-old mother matters the world to all of us, and we want to protect her, and we want to protect all the other loved ones and in-laws that my family members go and enjoy. We have to do that this year. That's a small sacrifice to keep everyone healthy and safe.
Yeah, smaller turkeys are in danger this year. The bigger ones are safe.
All right. Turkeys, you got it.
That's right. All right, Election Day is behind us. Denver voters approved a number of measures here, including one to support our city's homeless population. How do you see that additional tax money being used?
That's critical, Brian. We'll have anywhere from 35 to 40 million extra dollars or new dollars to support really the program that Denver's been implementing for now almost 20 years. Denver did things a little differently than many cities. We actually designed our program and our efforts first before we turned to the public for support. Obviously, a lot of our challenges around homelessness have been exacerbated by the COVID. But the reality is that the people of Denver voting for us to have these resources will help us deliver 1,800 new supportive housing units to our neighbors experiencing homelessness, as well as to boost our support and our connectivity to some critical services. This is a game changer for us here in Denver, and we should be able to do some wonderful things to help those who are unsheltered in our city.
Yeah, let's certainly hope so. Finally, the national election is still in the spotlight as President Trump refuses to concede. So your reaction to the recounts and legal challenges and how this is all unfolding?
Well, this is really unfortunate because this is about Donald Trump and not about America. This is the election's over. The recounts, the kind of spreads that you're talking about, we've never had those type of spreads move to a recount. I think we are in a vulnerable position with regards to our national defense. I'm very nervous. Some scary moves at the Department of Defense, and not a lot of people are talking about that, but when you begin to remove the leadership of the Department of Defense in this time where you are contesting the election, that to me signals a long-term threat to the national sovereignty and the security of this nation. So I'm really, really concerned, and that Biden's not getting access to intelligence. He says he doesn't need it at this point. He's not in a position to make decisions. But as many national stories have come out, George W. Bush was behind the 8 ball in protecting the American people because of the elongated election back in 2000. So we have to hopefully have Republicans begin to step up and do what they had to do with Nixon, that is peel away that support so that the principal, Donald Trump, will come to a sensus, if they exist, and begin to make the right decisions on behalf of America.
Interesting perspective there. And again, as you mentioned, one that not a lot of people are talking about that maybe needs to be talked about. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you once again for your insights. Great to see you and talk to you, Mayor.
You guys take care. See you later.
You too.